He is at the end of his, well, almost going towards the end of his apheresis appointment. I took a walk. Um, was feeling a little anxious, so I went and took a walk and came back. So he should be finishing up here soon in a minute. We'll be done before 5. So yeah, so I figure I'll get on here for a little second and talk about my baby and his progress. A few weeks ago we went to an appointment where they want to talk about stem cell treatment and like bone marrow and stuff like that, and to see if my son had a match to do the stem cell treatment. And my youngest son, it's a match to him, but it's complicated because it's so much that goes with it. Like he'll have to live in a hospital for 6 weeks and do very intense chemotherapy. He'll be infertile. He wouldn't be able to ever have kids if we did it this route. Things are ever changing with trying to cure sickle cell, so the doctor said that things, I'm sure, they'll have more information about how to cure sickle cell different ways. So in 2 to 5 years, you know, I'm pretty sure he said that they'll have more information. So one day I'm gonna sit down and make a full video regarding that. That's too much to touch on now, but like I'm just gonna take the scarf off because clearly don't want to be on my head. My hair looking crazy, but whatever. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna make a time to where I talk about, like, strictly just talk about my son and, you know, his sickle cell journey and things like that, you know. Support system regarding that. How has it been with having a 12-year-old with sickle cell? He's had sickle cell his whole life. Clearly everybody knows that if you have sickle cell, you're born with it. I'm not gonna lie, my son is very, very strong. He's the strongest kid that I know, literally. I'm so proud of him. I am. The little boy, he's something else, believe me. He's a tween. He's 12, he's a tween, but he's getting ready to be 13 soon. And so I'm trying to think of something really big to do for his 13th birthday. Me and my mom were thinking about doing like a cross country on the train, just because of all the plane accidents and plane crashes and stuff. We had just said that we're gonna give flights, like planes, a break or whatever, and we're going to get on the train and do like a cross country train ride. So like we'll be leaving from Chicago going to LA. And my mom was thinking like taking them to Disney a few days while we're there and then come back. So I think that's what we're probably gonna do. We're still ironing out the details and stuff, but like I don't know if I want to do that in September though. LA is a place that my son always wanted to go, and just like Seattle is somewhere he always wanted to go. But like I don't know how it is out there. I want to do a little bit more research to see how they're doing out there since the wildfires and everything. Oh yeah, this process is called an apheresis. So like he's getting all of his blood taken out of his body. And that, okay, oh, hold on, let's see. And that, oh Lord, I'm trying to point to it. Anyway, that bag with the blood, like with that big bag right there, has a lot of blood. The little bags are the bloods that are coming into his body. That big bag back there full of blood, that's all his blood being taken out. That's why he gets so tired and so sleepy in this process, because it's like draining him, you know. and it's called an apheresis. It's almost kind of like dialysis. This is something he is doing. He has to get blood work every 4 weeks, and this every 4 weeks. So 1 week out of the month is like, hold on one second, give me a minute. Sorry about that. So 2 days out the month, he has to come and get blood work, and then he has to come and do the apheresis. So when he does so he basically has to do the apheresis every 4 weeks, and he'll have to do apheresis every 4 weeks for the rest of his life, unless we can decide on if it's a good idea to do the stem cell with him and his brother, to get bone marrow from his little brother to put into him once his system has been completely wiped out from the chemo. They'll put Milan's bone marrow into Messiah and see if it takes and all that other stuff. But like, literally, that is such a hard decision to make, and right now Messiah doesn't want to do that. He's not interested, and honestly I'm not either, just because like they told him the risk, and there's always going to be risk with things, but it's still so new. Some people have great outcomes with it, some people struggled with it. Right now Messiah is very good. Like his with sickle cell patients, like their hemoglobin, or with people that are doing apheresis for sickle cell patients, because of they're getting different blood, their iron can go up. And so those are the two main concerns. Iron mainly is a concern of doing apheresis for so long. Your iron could go above an odd number or a normal number, and then that's like, you know, it affects the kidneys and stuff like that. So right now his iron is really low. They worry if it's 1,000. Last time he came, he was like 290 something, and now it's like 119, so it's actually gone down. So like, that's pretty good. His hemoglobin is a good number, and we haven't had any issues. So like, right now I was just thinking, like, what's the point of like throwing him into the hospital for 6 weeks? He'll have to take a year off school, and why do all of that? Yes, to cure him of sickle cell, yeah, but like, doing all of that, and then the risk that it wouldn't take. They also have something called, like, you mutilate your own, well, you're not mutilating your own cells, but you kind of are, and you they mutilate your own cells to try to like force it to be a normal cell instead of a sickle cell, and then they put it in and they see what happens. But like, everything is just like a up and see type of thing, where it's like, I don't want to put him through any more than I have to at the moment. He's been through enough. So like, he has to do these every 4 weeks, so it's already a lot. So I figure we can just do these. Yeah, they're draining, but all of his blood levels and everything are so good. And he also has moya disease as well, which is another illness that is lifelong. It's in his brain vessels. That's something else I'll go into detail about. So he not just only has sickle cell, he has moya disease as well. And that's something else. That's a whole nother conversation. I only get 10 minutes on TikTok, but I'll go into that another time. But like, yeah, we're here. For the most part, my baby is so okay. He's so very much spoiled. He gets everything that he wants, and he's a good kid, and he's a strong kid. And he doesn't get everything he wants because he's he's sickly, but because he's like, you'll look at him and think like, no, there's nothing wrong with him, but like, he does have times where he has like extreme pain, and just like, he goes through a hard time. And so, you know, back in the day, having sickle cell, you know, you didn't have a long life expectancy. Today you do, and I just thank God that I get to have my son every day, because it could be different. So he gets everything because his mother loves him, and thankful for him. So does my other kids. My other kids get everything that they want. I just love my kids, and you know, I just want to make sure they're happy. Yep.